Everyone says they're waiting for the right time. The right time to start. The right time to speak. The right time to change their life. You tell yourself that next month will be better. You believe that when you feel more confident, you will begin. You think that when you have more motivation, everything will become easier. But there is a quiet danger hidden inside this way of thinking, because while you are waiting for the perfect time, life is quietly moving forward without you. Today, I want to tell you a story about a man who kept waiting for the perfect moment. It is a story about something invisible that holds many people back. Listen carefully, because you might recognize yourself in it. There was once a young man named Rayan who lived in a busy town near a wide river. Rayan had a dream. He wanted to cross the river and start a new life in the city on the other side. He had heard that the city was full of opportunity, growth, and new beginnings. But there was one problem. To reach the city, he had to cross the river by boat. And Rayan was afraid. Not of the river itself, but of the timing. Every morning, he walked to the riverbank and looked at the water. Some days, he said, "The water is too rough today. I will come back tomorrow." The next day, he said, "I did not sleep well. I should go when I feel stronger." Another day, he said, "I should wait until I learn more about the city first." Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Every day, Rayan stood at the edge of the river. Every day, he found a new reason to wait. An old boatman noticed him standing there again. The boatman had seen Rayan many times before. "Why do you come here every day?" the old man asked. "I want to cross the river," Rayan replied, "but I am waiting for the perfect day, a day when the water is calm, the weather is clear, and I feel completely ready." The old man looked at the river and smiled. "My friend," he said gently, "I have been crossing this river for 40 years. There has never been a perfect day." Rayan frowned. "But what if the water becomes rough in the middle?" "Then you adjust the boat," the old man said. "What if the wind becomes strong?" "Then you change direction." "What if I feel afraid?" "Then you keep rowing anyway." The old man pointed to the water. "The river is life. It is always moving. If you wait for it to become perfectly calm, you will wait forever." Rayan looked at the river again. For the first time, he noticed something. Boats were crossing constantly. Some moved smoothly, some struggled against the current, but all of them were moving forward. Fear does not disappear before you begin. It disappears after you begin. The next morning, Rayan returned to the river. The water was not perfectly calm. The sky was not perfectly clear. His hands were not perfectly steady. But he stepped into the boat. At first, every small wave made him nervous. But as he rowed, something changed. He stopped thinking about the perfect conditions. He focused only on the next stroke. Row, breathe, adjust, move forward. Halfway across the river, the wind became stronger. For a moment, fear returned. Then he remembered the old man's words, "Adjust the boat." He shifted his direction slightly. The boat stabilized, and slowly, steadily, he reached the other side. When Rayan stepped onto the shore, he realized something important. The river had not become easier. He had become stronger. This story is a mirror for our lives. Many people are standing at the edge of their own river. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to learn a new skill. Maybe you want to speak up, change careers, or improve your health. But you keep waiting. Waiting to feel confident, waiting to feel motivated, waiting for the perfect time. The truth is simple. There is no perfect time. Confidence comes after action. Clarity comes after movement. Strength comes after struggle. If you wait for perfect conditions, you will stay on the shore while others cross the river. The lesson is this: do not wait for the river to become calm. Learn how to row. Whenever you feel stuck, ask yourself one question. Am I waiting for the right moment, or am I avoiding the first step? You do not need perfect conditions. You only need one small action today. One message, one page, one decision, one step. Don't think about the whole journey. Just take the next stroke. Because once you start moving, fear becomes smaller, and progress becomes possible. Remember this: the people who reach the other side are not the ones who waited for perfect weather. They are the ones who stepped into the boat while the water was still moving. If this story made you think, imagine it as stepping into your own boat today. And if you want more stories like this, keep walking forward with us, because the other side of your river is closer than you think.